Welcome back to the Gamescom Best of Show Awards. Let's get right into our next award. New gaming tech is always fun, but with a new generation of consoles launching later this year, excitement is at a fever pitch. But those two shiny new video game boxes aren't the only technology on the horizon, so we open voting up to you, the gamers, the early adopters, the prospective consumers, about your most anticipated tech or hardware coming this year. Here are the nominees. And the 2020 Gamescom Best of Award for Most Wanted Tech is the Xbox Series X. Congratulations! Coming later this year, the Xbox Series X is poised to be the most powerful console in history. Xbox fans around the world will soon be able to get their hands on this monstrosity of tech. Until then, let's hear what Microsoft had to say about the Xbox Series X winning this award.
Thank you, Gamescom 2020, for this amazing award. Xbox Series X is designed to deliver a new level of power, speed, and compatibility never seen before in console gaming. We made this for you, the millions of gamers all across the world. From all of us at Team Xbox, we can't wait to share more with everyone soon, and for our fans to get their hands on Xbox Series X when it releases this holiday. Thank you again.
So a lot of people are clearly excited about the Xbox Series X, which bodes well for its release this holiday. Here to discuss just what's so exciting about Microsoft's next console, here's IGN's executive editor of tech, Bo Moore, and content creator, Parris Lilly. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Damon.
Parris, what excites you about the Xbox Series X?
You know what really excites me about the Series X is just the technology that they've packed inside this box. The fact that we're now getting this 8-core, 3.8 gigahertz Zen 2 CPU. We're getting the 12 teraflops GPU, the 16 gigs of DDR6 RAM that they're having in it, and of course that SSD, which is 1 terabyte, I believe, but just the speed that we're going to get, getting rid of load times, things like this. I'm normally a big PC guy, but seeing the tech that's under the hood inside the Series X, it's going to compete with any of the high-end PCs that you're going to see this holiday. So it's very exciting.
Now, Microsoft calls it the most powerful console ever created. Bo, are you impressed by the Series X's specs?
I'm just like Parris. I've been a PC guy, but I really am impressed by the Series X specs. You've got the 12 teraflops. That's pretty much on par with a high-end gaming PC at this point. And especially for, we don't know the price of the Series X yet, but what we're expecting it to be, somewhere in the at absolute most $600 and hopefully much, much lower than that. To build a gaming PC at that price point, you're not going to get anywhere near that level of performance.
Now, the quick resume feature should let us switch between games super fast and instantly pick up where we left off. Parris, is that an exciting feature for you?
Absolutely, because it's something that we've not been able to experience in console gaming yet. And the fact that I could be playing, Forza Horizon 4, and then I'll quickly be able to switch over to Gears 5 and resume from wherever I was playing from. I mean, that's when we start talking about next-gen features of hardware, that's clearly one of the leaders.
Now, what about ray tracing? Bo, is that an important new feature that's coming to Xbox Series X?
I think it'll be very important in the long run, but for right now, at this beginning of the console generation, ray tracing is, it's going to look nice, but we might not even see it that much in terms of the Xbox implementations. And ray tracing is a really, really big performance hit. So once we get further through the generation and developers have had some time to actually work with this technology and implement Microsoft's solution to ray tracing, then I think we're going to see some really, really nice looking visuals.
Now, one of the very unique advantages the Xbox Series X has is that it's going to be compatible with 4 generations of games. It's a feature that other consoles just don't have. Parris, do you think that's difficult to pull off?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be difficult to pull off. Think about just all the different type of architectures throughout the years that we've seen on these consoles. I mean, I know the Series X is more or less basically an x86 architecture PC, but when you go all the way back to the original Xbox, it was doing something completely different. 360 was doing something completely different all the way down the list. So they're doing some big time emulation under the hood, which again goes back to the fact that the technical specs of this hardware are very impressive, that they're going to be able to pull something like this off.
Now, Parris, what game are you most excited to play on Xbox Series X?
I was really excited to play Halo Infinite
Sure.
this holiday. That's obviously
Sure.
getting delayed now, so we'll see that in 2021. Honestly, I'm a big Cyberpunk 2077 guy, so
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Series X is going to be able to take advantage of that.
Bo, how about you? Game you're most excited to play on Xbox Series X?
I think it's got to be Cyberpunk. That game, from what we've seen, that CD Projekt has been able to do with games like The Witcher. They just get so much prettier the more that you can take advantage of the hardware. And so for the Series X to have that hardware to really be able to push out the frame rate and the resolution that we're going to be expecting for a high-end, beautiful looking game, yeah, the Series X is what I want to play it on the Series X. Yeah.
I agree. I cannot wait to play Cyberpunk as well. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the Gamescom Best of Awards show here.